What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Leizel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing something once again a little bit different. So as you can see from the title, I'm going to be showing you guys what I eat in a day. So this is actually something that I've wanted to do for a while now because I have seen some sneaky little questions here and there asking me,
did you lose weight? What did you do to lose weight? What do you do when you work out? You should show us what you eat in a day.
so that's what I'm doing. I want to preface this video by saying that I am in no way, shape or form saying that this is what you have to eat if you want to lose weight. I never have intentionally tried to lose weight. I've just really decided that I want to be more mindful of what I eat. I want to feed my body good stuff because I just feel better when I do that. I feel like I reached a point about like 2 years ago where I just felt gross, like I felt bloated, I felt like I wasn't strong, and that's when I decided I wanted to get back into the gym, and I just wanted to just feel better about myself. I'll be the first to say that I definitely miss how I was a little more thickums, because I have slimmed down a lot, but I just feel a lot better internally, which also makes me feel more confident. I'm definitely not trying to lose any more weight. I'm not really trying to gain weight. I guess I'm just content with the way that I am, but I still want to continue to be mindful of what I eat. I've never been one to like count calories. I would just rather prefer to be mindful of what I eat, feed myself good stuff. If I want something, I'll eat it. It's just all about moderation. Anyways, I'm gonna try to keep this intro short, even though it probably is already very long, and we're just gonna get straight into it. Actually, before we get started, if you're new, you know what to do. Join the crew by hitting the little red subscribe button down below, and also click the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos that I post, and give it a thumbs up too if you enjoy it. Let's go. First things first, apple cider vinegar. So this is what I've been having in place of my morning coffees lately. I use the Bragg's organic raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar, and I also like to take some honey to it as well, because if you've ever had apple cider vinegar, you know just how unpleasant the taste is. So I do take 2 cupfuls to the glass and add some honey in just to kind of make it taste a little better. I add in some hot water, just a little bit, so it's easier to stir the honey through. And then the rest of it I will fill up with cold water and I'll drink it as is. Now this really helps me to feel less bloated, and I feel more inclined to eat something after this as opposed to having a coffee first thing. Onto breakfast now. I'll typically just have a bowl of oatmeal with some extras added to it, which is why I like to use the original quick sachets, because I can create my own flavors depending on what I feel. So on this day I added some honey, some cinnamon, some tahini. I also threw on some chia seeds and added a banana as well. When it comes to my food, I like things to be quick and easy, which is why I like to go with the quick sachets version of oatmeal. You just put it in a bowl, add your choice of milk. I do like to use soy milk just because I prefer the taste, and I feel like soy milk doesn't give me a funny feeling in my tummy like whole milk does, you know what I mean? So I just add my soy milk and then microwave that for 90 seconds. And that's it. That's the oatmeal cooked and ready to eat. However, I mean, you could have it like that, but I like to add some extras to it, of course. So I'll start by mixing through some honey just to kind of sweeten it up a little bit, and then I throw on a little bit of cinnamon as well, just because I do love anything cinnamon. If I feel like it's a little bit too thick, I will of course add a little bit of extra milk, continue to mix everything through, and then I go in with my toppings. So on this day I just felt like having a banana with it, so I peeled the banana, cut it up, put it on all nicely. I've actually had people ask me whether I prepare my food like this if it's just me, obviously, if I'm not filming a video. Yes, I do. I have a lot of fun when it comes to making food and just making it look nice, not even for the camera, just for myself. So yeah, I do prep my food like this all the time. And I also just finish it off with some chia seeds just because it's always good to get some of those in there. I also drizzled a little bit of tahini on top to give it that savory flavor, and then that is it. That is my breakfast. So I recently discovered taco bowls and I have become obsessed. Now for the ingredients, I go with lettuce, tomato, corn. I also like to add rice, but this is a super grains blend, so it's brown rice with some extra grains thrown in it too. I also add in some lean mince, and to flavor that I just use this spice mix for tacos, and I can't forget the chipotle ranch that I drizzle on top as well. So I'm going to start by just dicing that tomato up. I typically only will take half of it when I'm making a bowl for myself, and as you can see I'm just dicing that up finely into little cubes. And whenever I cut things I like to prep it and put it on a little plate to the side. Same with the lettuce, I'm just going to rip off a leaf or two and then chop that up finely. I also went ahead and strained the corn, and as you can see these are all the toppings that I'll be putting in the bowl. Moving on to the meat, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to go ahead and cook that until it is nicely browned all the way through, and then I will sprinkle as much as I feel like I want of that taco mix seasoning on top and then mix it through the meat till everything is evenly distributed. Then for the rice, again, like I said in the beginning, I like things to be quick and easy, so that's why I like these little rice pods because it makes it so easy for me. Just throw it in the microwave and you're done, and that's enough for like one serving for myself. So I'm gonna start assembling my bowl now. As you can see, I've put the rice in there, then I like to add the mince. And then I'll go in with the veggies. I add the lettuce and the tomato and the corn, and I just love like the colors. I feel like it looks really fresh. And last but not least, I'm going to take a drizzle of that chipotle ranch sauce on top, and I feel like this is just a nice finishing touch to it. And that's the taco bowl. So for dinner, I decided to keep things light, and I am making a salad. This one in particular is a pumpkin and halloumi salad, which is two of my favorite things. So for ingredients, we have baby spinach and rocket, pumpkin of course, and halloumi, my favorite. I also like to throw in some pumpkin kernels, some walnuts, and I finish it off with a balsamic vinegar. First things first, I am going to prep my steamer. Just let the water boil up for a bit while I cut up this pumpkin. When it comes to the pumpkin, I just like to cut it up and dice it up, chop it up, whatever, into little kind of bite-sized pieces. Not only does it make it a lot easier to eat, but it's also just easier when it comes to prepping because it doesn't take as long to steam through and soften up. So as you can see, I'm just cutting that up, taking off all the fleshy bits of the pumpkin and the seeds and cutting the skin off and then chopping it into bite-sized pieces, and then I will throw that into the steamer for a few minutes or so till I feel like it is soft enough for me to eat. Onto the halloumi now. I love halloumi. Like I could have it every single day if I really wanted to. So I'm just going to take that block, slice off pieces off that block. I typically like to have about 3 or 4. Little life tip when it comes to storing things after I've taken it out of the packet, I like to throw it into a Tupperware container and then I take a whiteboard marker and write the expiry date on it just so I know exactly when I have to get rid of it or when it's no good. But anyway, moving on to the actual cooking part. If you've never had halloumi before, it's really easy. You pretty much just throw it in a pan, let it do its thing, fry it up, and it's good. And look how crispy and golden. I love halloumi, you guys. So once those pieces are nice and golden on both sides, I'm just going to take those out and throw them onto the cutting board to cool down. And I'm going to take my steamed pumpkin out of the steamer, put that in a bowl, and let that chill for a bit while I take care of this halloumi. So I like to cut these up. Again, I stack them and just cut them into little tiny strips, and then those turn into little bite-sized pieces that are good enough to sprinkle all over my salad. So now that all that is taken care of, it's time for me to put the salad together. So I'm just going to throw a heap of that baby spinach and kale into a bowl, throw the halloumi on top, then the pumpkin is going to go on top of that, and then from here I like to sprinkle some pumpkin kernels on top of that. I just like the way these add a little bit of texture to it and they have a nice taste to them as well. Same with the walnuts, I like to crush those up and they give like a really nice texture to the salad again. And then I finish off with some of the balsamic vinegar, and that is it. I just like to eat it as is. You can of course add in any extras, but for me the pumpkin and halloumi does it. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a major sweet tooth, and chia seed puddings, I've recently discovered them and I'm obsessed. So ingredients: chia seeds, of course, some honey for sweetness, and some soy milk. And then I also like to go with some strawberries, blueberries, and some coconut flakes. You can of course add whatever other fruits and toppings you want, but this is just like my go-to. So I will typically prep this the night before or the morning of. It's really easy. All I do is I will take a little mason jar, put in a few teaspoons of chia seeds, and then I'll add in some milk till about a third of the way to half a cup full. You guys know me, I like soy milk, that's just my preferred taste, but you can of course use any type of milk you like. I'll drizzle some honey into that as well, just to mix it through and add some sweetness to the mix. And then that's pretty much it in terms of prepping. I'll throw that in the fridge and then it will do its thing throughout the day, and as you can see, bam, chia seed pudding ready to go. But of course I want to add some extras to it. I'm just going to go ahead and take those strawberries, chop the tops off, dice them up a little bit so they're all cute and small and easy to eat. Those are going to go on top of the chia seed pudding, and then I'm going to take about a handful of those frozen blueberries as well, sprinkle those on top, and then we add the coconut flakes, and that's it. This is like my go-to dessert. I crave sweets all the time, especially after I have a savory meal, particularly dinner. Like I want something sweet, and this is like a healthy alternative than having an entire chocolate bar, which is what I know that I can do a lot of the time. So yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. That's everything that I ate on this particular day. So there we have it, you guys. That is what I ate on this particular day. If you want to see more of these videos, comment down below and let me know. And if you did enjoy this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're still here at the end watching and you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to click that little red button down below so you don't miss any more videos that I post. As always, you can find all my social media links down in the description box below. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having a fabulous week, and I'll see you all in my next video.